AI critics say that AI will oversimplify things for us and it will end up making us dumb. Can can one algorithm really dominate us like that, do you think?
Oh, no. It
Okay.
will affect us, it will change us in some ways, but um, at the end of the day, we're humans are 3D. Humans are living in the real world. They're like feeling stuff, they're experiencing stuff. You know, you have love and pain and depression and
Mm.
all of these things. I have a friend, he had a girlfriend, they broke up, he was heartbroken, and I'm like, man, it's a bad feeling now, but this is years from now. It makes the good stuff
Mm.
more salient as
Mm.
well, and this is all part of the thing of the things that makes us human. And can ChatGPT interfere with this? I don't think so. It
Mm.
doesn't have a place in these, you know, human feelings and human emotions and experiences. It will change them. It will, yeah, it has a place in the sense, but it's marginal,
Mm.
right? And in this way, it will simplify work, but there will be more work. You know, it will simplify probably communication. There will be more stuff to do,
Mm.
and life will never be simple, and we will never be dumb or dull because of the AI.
Mm.
Like, the reasons will be different. If we're dumb, we will not be dumbed down by the AI. We'll be dumbed down by, you know, people who educate the society and so on. You know,
The people who use AI to form the lesson plans.
um, well, it again depends on the educator, right? Because again, if you take the university professor from Stanford to make your study plan, and
Mm.
a professor from, you know, the remotest village in India, well, I can tell you which study plan will be better. I think you know which study plan will be better. And now imagine if the person from the village in India has access to ChatGPT to create lesson plans for these people over there.
Mm.
Well, he will elevate, you know, the whole community thanks to this technology. But we're always thinking like we're all Stanford professors. We're all super smart, and ChatGPT is dumbing us down. No, the majority of the people are not that smart, and ChatGPT is can lift them up, can lift the quality
Mm.
of and I'm not saying, you know, educators are dumb or something like this. They didn't have access to better education. Educators in like these remote villages in India, they themselves had bad education, bad
Mm.
educators, bad, you know, access to information,
Mm.
and not bad, worse, let's
Yeah,
say,
yeah.
worse than Stanford.
Yes.
And we have to be mindful of this, and we have to always keep in mind the majority of the people are
Mm.
underprivileged, and this will help them.
Mm. So what you're kind of saying is, or what I'm hearing is that AI is kind of maybe an amplifier in a sense.
Mm.
So people who have had good education and already are really up there in their field can use AI to elevate themselves even further. But people who are starting from a bad place, and that's something that I think kind of goes against what you're saying, is people who are starting from a bad place, they will only be able to use AI to produce results only as good as the input they feed it. So it's kind of, if they're bad educators, AI will probably produce bad education, even worse education. And if they're really good educators, AI can produce really great education, right? Um,
Yes, I agree with you. Uh, Generally, I agree with you
mm,
with two caveats. First, uh, if I'm a bad educator, I will not get amplified to, you know, the worst educator through ChatGPT,
mm,
because the quality of the information, it has been trained on
mm,
data which is good. It's all about the quality of the data that ChatGPT has
mm,
been trained on, you know, because it knows. So it hallucinates, it gets wrong answers. We have to be
Mm.
critical, but it also can point us in the right direction, and it will get better and better at this. So yes, it's an amplifier, but I trust that in the next couple of years it could be a good corrective,
Mm.
against, even fake news, fake data, fake information, or even if we have the problems with the hallucinations, but we'll talk about it some other time. The more important thing here that I think should be the focus of the conversation is, how do we make bad educators better educators through
Mm.
ChatGPT? Well, through GPT education, right? If we manage to, um, teach everybody in the world how to use the AI responsibly,
Mm.
and how to use the AI, not even responsibly, but like in a logical way, critical way, smart way. There are techniques that they can use. In this way, a bad educator who is aware that they're not, very good,
That they
or
have limitations
yeah,
of their
they're
own.
aware of the limitations they have. Many of them do, by the way. If you talk to teachers from small towns and so on, they know that, they're not the best teachers ever,
Mm.
but they want to teach, and this is absolutely all right. And I just wanted to say, if we empower them with the tools to, use ChatGPT, they will coach themselves. They will become better educators. They will understand better. They will prepare better. They will answer questions better. All of these things we first have to give to the
Mm.
educators, and then they can give to everybody else,
Mm.
right? But the assumption that we just amplify good people to be better and bad people to be worse just removes all the, tools, techniques, best
Mm.
practices from the equation.
Yeah.
And it's our responsibility as a society to keep those in check,
Yeah.
right?
That
How to
makes
use
sense.
the
Yeah.
AI.
That's an interesting perspective. I did not think about the data that AI is trained on. Uh, kind of took it out of the context.
Mostly trained on good data, even like the first models on the best data ever, then they train it on worse and worse data once the
Mm.
good data is gone, right? But um, finally, I want to say software can help quite a lot with this. And actually, what we're doing at team-gpt is exactly this. We are setting up the stage to teach AI in the proper way,
Mm.
right? People come, they use our product, and they um, just get the right set of tools, techniques, tips and tricks,
Mm.
education, how to use the AI in a good way, in a responsible way, in a way which helps and not it doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
And many more software will do it. You start tricking the AI. The software will have ways to tell you, you're trying to trick me. This is not how I like you should be using me, right?
Mm.
And there are 1,000 ways we can do. Some startups are doing this, and we are also working on stuff like this. It's checks and balances for sensitive data.
Mm.
So if you feed sensitive data to the AI, you get a pop-up. This is sensitive information which your company probably doesn't want you to,
Mm.
do. And there could be a setting. If this looks like data, no, you cannot ask this.
Yeah.
And this is an amazing way for the software to, protect you from exposing sensitive data, to protect you from asking stupid questions, to
Mm.
protect you from tricking your own,
Yeah. Yeah.
yourself. And this is our job, by the way, as entrepreneurs, as
Mm.
people who are developing AI solutions. Our job is to put these checks and balances in place, and it's a very important job.
That is true. I
Yeah.
agree with you 100%.